Welcome back to Hidden Motorsports YouTube channel. And the four of us, plus about four more, just finished our yearly cleaning and organizing. You guys met Nate. Nate, what do you do and what do you know?
I know a whole lot of nothing about everything. Work on anything and everything that's thrown at me, from projects to imports. I have a GM background. You know, you throw it at me, I'll fix it.
For sure. You guys know Chris. You already know he sucks at everything he does.
I'm the worst.
Jamie, who we've added on. You haven't been on the channel yet, have you?
I have not.
Oh, hey. This is Jamie.
Just as lucky the YouTube world as I am the BMW world.
Yeah. He has a diesel and Jeep guy background. Big duck guy.
No ducks.
No ducks. Jamie does about everything. So there's the four of us that are here full time, and we have a few others that are in and out. But we'll give you a nice little tour of the shop. The shelf had other reasons, and now it's 988 stuff there and there, F100 stuff there and there, tires, LS engines, 56 Ford stuff up there, an LS engine from Powertrain Products over there. We are up to 4 lifts in building 1. We have a building 2 now that has 1 lift and about to get another. Wonderful dyno in here. Big old merch area where customers coming in and out. Inverter because we're old and broken. Office, love it. See, a little bit of decorations. Got to make it, you know, homey in here. There's a couple trophies. There's room for more trophies. We should probably get more trophies at some point. Clear Cub. Yeah, that right there. That's a beautiful 988 engine. And then the kids area. So this is like our hangout. Have lunch. Ernest Brew Works. We got 3 beers on tap. Full liquor cabinet. Almost a full kitchen. Hangout. Banging stereo system. But the shop's like so clean, I don't want to get it dirty. At all.
Speaking of, are we going to explain while we're in our socks?
Oh yeah. We're in our socks because it's snowy, mushy, nasty outside, and
we're better than you, and we know it.
it's true. We kind of want that to be our new slogan. Old dodgeball, we're better than you. But some people might take it the wrong way.
Some people just don't have a sense of humor, though.
Yeah. Let's go show you building 2. This is the outside of our building. We're gonna come down this little alleyway. We got, what, 5 or 6 spots right here. Little donut area. And then we got all this over here.
Are we walking to the forbidden project corner?
Let's go show building 2 first. Oh gosh. So we got this parking lot out here. These are all customer cars in queue right now. There's a lot. Actually, all techs are booked out till end of January. Nate is middle of February. Chris is middle of March. First week in March.
Yeah, I think so.
We are pretty freaking busy. This is building 2. We got this a couple months ago. 4 months ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, about 4 months ago.
Split it in half, and then we put up a wall. We got 1 lift in here, and we're gonna work on getting another lift in here. So this is building 2. We have 1 lift here. We will have another one right here, different style. And this is kind of just our overflow. Maybe Nate was gonna come over here at some point. More expansion, kind of like project area. Klaus is already chilling over here. What, the other builds? Finally got a forklift. What is this, some Toyota something? No, it's a Komatsu. Yeah. Of course, we had to do it up like next doors, sink, TV, all the good stuff. Make it homey. Yeah, that's the tour of the property. Let's go ahead, talk about the events that we're going to be doing. This is the stuff we remember and that we have dates for. Starting off, well, we put down the Danger Ranger. Can't make it, we don't have a Ranger. Detroit Auto Show. We should probably take the family there, go look around.
It's always a good time.
Yeah. February, we don't have anything. February's nothing, but we got a lot to build. First event of the year is Summer Nets. That is a big iffy. We're supposed to be there, but we have 3 cars to build.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have 9 weeks until then.
9 weeks. We'll talk about those builds
3 builds
later. Well, it looks like Klaus and 9 and 8 don't have anything to do. F100 has yes to do. And our to-do list, there's nothing. What's after Sovereign Nats? Oh, the first Cleetus event of the year. You got Freedom 500 and Burnout Rivals. We will be there for that. Then we got the Indy 800, another Cleetus event and Burnout Rivals. We'll be there for that because that is nice and close, a few hours. Border Roars in June. That is Sean What No Way and Justin Noonley's event. They're doing drag racing, burnouts, all kinds of stuff. But that is a 34-hour drive.
It's a serious
Yeah,
drive.
it's up in Canada, eh? Like deep into Canada. New England 900 and Burnout Rivals in the middle of July. We will be there. That's a great day. August, Formula Drift. I've never been to an FD event. I really just want to go. We'll just go as, spectators. Just hang out, watch them drifting, see some of our boys. We got some friends that drift. The newest event, Cleetus, Michigan. That is August 14th and 15th. I forgot what they're calling it. So, Cleetus, Michigan. We will be there for sure. September does not look fun, or does look fun.
It depends if we're going on experience or making money in the shop, because either way, I mean, it's good and bad.
So, yeah, and like this red, that's planning travel time. So only a few days in between. We got Power Fest from PowerTube TV, the pink show that we're on, that network. They're having this big event. Right after that, the very next weekend is Holley LS Fest. Skip a week. Right after that's our favorite event of the year. That's 1320 Videos Ice Cream Cruise. We will absolutely be there. November, that'll be busy. That is the last Cleetus event of the year. We're there for usually like a week and a half because we turned it into like a family vacation and we need it
Yeah,
a lot.
chill out time.
We need it again right now. Maybe we should make that April 1, 2 weeks or more. December is PRI, and is there something else? Well, there's Christmas tree drags and stuff. We'll see. There's honestly probably a lot more events we're missing. Like, we don't have anything from Streetcar Takeover up there. We haven't listed any of that stuff. Burnout Wars, all of their events are not up there. No Half Cents. Who knows if we can do that? Hey, we could probably do that in October. That's if we can get a track to work with us. No one wants to do burnouts on some of these nice tracks. It's very depressing.
We've got a couple connections we're talking to.
We do. We could do that one in Cincinnati. That's good. But let's talk about some builds. First, up on the chopping block is our old boy, Klaus.
Klaus doesn't get rebuilt. It just gets used and abused.
It really does.
All
So,
that rubber.
well, last time we used Klaus was the Cleetus trip. And we put him in the trailer, and we pulled him out of the trailer and put him in building 2. As you can see, there's still oil and rubber everywhere in the car. The thing's been started up one time. So what we should be doing is pulling out this engine, sending it back to LME for a refresh. We're going to get our new transmission back from Grannis because we got a stock one in there right now. We are going to rip out the entire chassis harness and engine harness because over the last 3 to 4 years, we've been hacking up the car. All the electrical is spliced, it's frayed, it's been burnt multiple times, and
I think we've had a fire at almost every burnout event.
every event there's
in
been
the
a fire.
6 months.
Yeah, not ideal. So we're gonna do a full rewire, full
Puts on a great show though.
upgrade. It really does. People are like, you caught it on fire. I'm like, that is literally normal. I'm not worried about that at all. Then put them back up, professionally rewired by us, probably.
It's the toasty corner.
That really is the toasty corner. See, so what happens is something gets hot and catches on fire. Yeah, so we got to do that for Klaus. Well, he's not in here and you can't see anything, but 988, you saw the engine that's still sitting there. Supposedly Redbeard has it just about ready. Tori, how's it going, buddy? We're ready. So as soon as we get 988 back from Redbeard, he did the full cage in it, full chassis stiffening, then did a full back half on it. We got a solid 9-inch rear end. It's full-blown race car now. So that'll get in, start painting it, start other fab work, wire. I don't even know.
Wiring, chassisharness.com.
Yep.
Hooked us up with the killer harness for it.
Chassisharness.com. Those are our boys. You got to go check them out. Shoot, there's just so much. Here we got literally everything on 988. It's a bare chassis. What about that F100? How's that bad boy?
Should we go wander into the forbidden corner and
Let's go look at that. Beautiful Ohio weather.
there's this lovely one that's for sale.
Yes. Chris's highly built 135 is for sale. First $3,000 takes it.
3,000 times 4.
Yeah.
5.
We need that. There's another BMW that's for sale. There's a Cadillac for sale. Oh, there's that blue BMW that we got to put an engine in, and then that's for sale. There's
a high mileage, beautiful Touareg for sale.
oh yeah, that's for sale. Audi is no longer for sale. Jamie just bought that. You know, we like to just sell all of our junk vehicles. Hey, there's berries.
Berry 1 and Berry 2.
Big girls. Keep everything. So this wedge trailer, this kind of looks the same as when we left Omaha from Ice Cream Cruise in September.
So that there's a good reason it's the forbidden corner.
Hey, didn't you used to have a car cover on the truck?
I did.
Where did it go?
That's right there.
Oh, so you didn't take that off.
No, I did not take that off.
Oh, that's not good.
As the snow will show.
Oh, that is sad. I didn't know that fell off. We could have fixed that yesterday.
That's a slight problem.
That is a slight problem. So this is Chris's 54 F100, and we are currently rusting it on purpose to make it match, right?
You know, I will say, I was half tempted to rust it out and just clear coat previously, but
yeah.
like if you look over in this corner in the door bar, like that rust looks ugly. Like that's ugly rust. That's not patina rust.
Yeah.
So maybe we'll hit it with like a Scotch-Brite and tone it down and then clear coat it instead of painting the whole frame.
Ooh, yeah. And that's actually this drag and drive trailer. That's a F100 bed someone turned into a trailer.
Yeah.
And that's gonna be sweet.
Needs a little bit of love. So that one's got a solid axle just welded to the bottom of the frame. So we're gonna rip that off and throw in some spring-loaded individual cornered suspension. A couple $100, make it so much better.
The engine's not out here, is it?
Yeah, it most certainly is.
Oh my gosh.
That's why I was so anal about the car cover for so long.
Well, the car cover was on there. You are finding this out with us. This was under a nice car cover right there and sealed up until like 2 days ago. Hey, we did have 80-mile-per-hour winds. That's when it blew off.
I spent all my time worrying about a $600 trampoline, not a $100,000 build project.
Yeah, that's an expensive engine in there.
Very, very expensive engine.
You did WD-40 it and oil it, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I mean, the intake's on it. It's taped and sealed on the intake ports, and the headers are on it. So I mean,
don't trip and fall on this.
it's a little slippery.
Kind of hurts.
Most of the openings are bagged in Ziploc, so it's not like a lot's gonna get in there. But
damn,
that's
that does suck. Okay.
so.
So Chris, what do we need to do on the truck? You're actually structurally done, aren't you?
Yeah, I would say we're about 95% done with the chassis. I think we kind of left it off there at the last video. Tori and I need to wrap up the wishbone support for the rear end, and then I would like to plate the C-notches just for my own security.
You didn't plate the C-notches?
No, they're just butt welded on the C-notches. So I want to plate the inner side of the C-notch, and then we'll paint the frame fully at that point. And then, yeah. motor in, wire it. Once again, Sean at chassisharness.com hooked us up with a harness for this. We spent so many videos back and forth of measurements and custom harness from absolutely nothing. Obviously, he's never done a 54 F100 before, so I took so many measurements of cage length runs, of cage and this and that, and he killed it. I can't wait to put that in.
The Pink's Mustang aneurysm. This wonderful top-notch build. We don't know what we're gonna do with this. So at Ice Cream Cruise, I hit some transmission fluid or something and put it into the wall pretty good on the other side. Can't see the damage right here, but it's pretty bad. But we got transmission rebuild kit. We got tons of parts from Holley. We got literally a whole shelf worth of parts for this thing, because we're gonna turn it into like our little 530 little gangsters car, have some fun with it, do some 8th mile racing. Oh yeah, we gotta pop out that fender or do something with it. Oh, look at those turbos are nice and exposed. Yeah. Ooh.
Luckily, those turbos were shot already.
Yeah, they are shot. We're gonna get some from Force Performance. That's what we're gonna do. Get some new turbos.
They were mounted a little too low.
Yeah. Those were Klaus's 1.0 eBay GT35 turbos.
They've seen some days.
They have seen better days for sure.
Better days.
Well, it's cold. Let's get the heck back inside. Well, there you have it. I'd like to welcome all of you new people. There is a lot of you that have subscribed in the last couple months, like a lot of you. That's Hidden Motorsports. We're gonna be doing a whole bunch of crazy stuff. We got a bunch of builds. You guys have any ideas for videos that you want? I try to get out a couple a month, but the shop is so busy, so all we're doing is working. So leave a comment of what you guys want to see. We can do some stupid stuff here and there, make you laugh. Film the customer builds. We'll be filming all the shop builds, probably starting off with the F100 and 988 at the same time. Honestly, we'll probably have like 988 here, F100 here, and dual building at the same time after the shop. Now, we're not one of those where, hey, the builds are daytime. So from 8 to 6, we are busting butt at the shop. So it'll be after hours.
Yeah.
For sure. But thanks for watching, guys. Follow along. We will see you on the next one. Balzer out.
Catch you later.